What up, Marvin? I'm back. This video is about stop missing out on the one for you. And when I say stop missing out on the one for you, I'm not saying that it's in any one particular person, but it could be. And a lot of times people miss out on that. And to me, there's I don't believe in the saying of the best person for you. And that's only because in my life I only believe in the best. So I don't really believe in somebody can be the best person for somebody. I believe a person can be the best person that you ever meet. Point blank, period. Um, I think too much in life people try to match their sins and who the amount of sins that they have and stuff like that and say, oh, that's the best person for me. No, you need to be getting the best person, period. That's what you need to be looking out for. Which to me, that is the best person for you. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I don't believe that is the best person for you, but I don't believe in the matchmaking of, oh, we have to have equal um, sins, or we have to have he can't be better than me or she can't be better than me in certain fields, and that's a problem because that means you're really not looking for the best thing for you. You're looking for something that matches up to you sinful wise and wrong wise. Y'all do the same amount of right, the same amount of wrong. You're not really looking for the best person for you. You're looking for somebody who matches you right and wrong, and you're limiting yourself. You're not looking for the best out there. That's limiting yourself, in my opinion. But the thing is, when it comes on the missing out on the one for you, like we in the world, I ain't gonna say we, but when I say we and when I say people, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just going off of experiences in the mass, as a whole. Say for instance, somebody tries to talk to somebody on Instagram, they DM them or something. I don't have Instagram, but I think that's the terminology. They DM or on Facebook they inbox you or Twitter or whatever. Somebody tries to get your attention that way. A lot of times people say, I wouldn't talk to nobody through that. Why not? Why not? It has to be an imagery thing, or it has to be like, why not? That person can be the best thing that ever happened to you. Like, I don't understand that. Like, what is the point of that? We have this whole thing of, oh, that's not, that ain't this, or, I don't want, this and that. And it's like, what is your reason for not wanting to, you look at them and you might, okay, they seem like a person that I would be interested in. I like the things they post, this, that, they seem like this. I don't understand why not. Why can't a person, try to get to know you through that way? You never know. God, everything in life is a test. God could be putting that person, okay, look, this how I'm gonna let y'all meet. This how y'all gonna meet. And boxing, man, however, I don't see the problem with that. And then a lot of times I see stuff like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to a person that don't come at me with the correct grammar. Like you put your and you don't understand that okay, look, I can understand that if it's like stuff like a word that is disrespectful or something in that way, that's understandable. But just because a person doesn't know correct grammar has nothing to do with who they are as a person. It doesn't mean that they can't be a good person. They just probably don't know the correct grammar. And then really, if you want to be honest, there's really no such thing as a correct grammar. If you really want to be honest, if you really want to be, if you looking at it from the way I'm looking at it, towards it, if you're talking to God, because God understands all our language, He know what we mean. So if you know what somebody mean, then if you don't know what they mean, ask them to explain it. But if you know what they mean, I don't understand that. Oh, he didn't put the this, that, or she didn't put the this, that. They don't know correct grammar. What does it matter? That has nothing to do with how they're gonna treat you. What they faith is in life. That has nothing to do with that. Like that's just, it makes no sense to me when people say that. I'd be like, what are you talking about? So you telling me you're not gonna talk to somebody because of that? It could have been an accident. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me at all. It makes no sense at all. Another big issue with missing out on the one for you is people like to judge people because of where they work and their job. Now, don't get me wrong. There are certain professions that you are not supposed to have according to morally, in God way, what people would, would and wouldn't date. I can understand that. But when you're talking about the amount of money they make, or it's just something to me that just don't, it makes no sense. And the thing about me is we want to ask people, so you tell me if God agree with what you're saying. God has never said he guarantees everybody's going to have a rich spouse. He never guaranteed that. So I don't understand why people look at it and be like, oh, he worked here or she worked here, and we don't match. You never know what that person got going in their life. You never know if that person can elevate to a certain stature. But to me, personally, it shouldn't even matter how much money they make. It shouldn't matter at all, because a goal in a marriage is to find the person that's gonna make you the happiest, that's gonna give you joy. Really, the goal in a marriage is to find a person that's gonna get you to God, that's gonna get you to heaven. It's that simple. It doesn't matter how much money they make. And the thing about it is, if you're living the way God wants you to live, you got to understand there's not going to be no worries when it comes to money. But people don't look at life like that. They don't understand that God told us not to worry. I'm going to provide for you. Just do what I'm asking you to do, and we're going to get there. I ain't saying you ain't going to have tough times. You might have tough times, but guess what? I'm going to provide for you. You know what I mean? People have passed up on people because of how much money they make, this and that, and then later on in life, that person ends up, being very comfortable financially. Oh, but because you so stuck in, because you don't want to work, because you don't want to work. I never understood. I never understood how much money somebody make could determine. But you know what? In the world, the examples that we said, we set success as money. We set a person's statue or better in themselves as money, and that's false. That has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. At the end of the day, when you die, God is not going to measure you by the amount of money you made when it comes to going to heaven or hell. He's not going to measure you by that. Don't get me wrong. You can say, oh, I just want to date somebody with money because that's what I want. That's fine. That's fine. But just know that God don't agree with that. Just know that. It's that simple. He don't agree with that. God didn't tell you to look for nobody that had no lot of money. He didn't. He told you to look for he wants you to be with somebody with riches, because riches means your mindset and where you are faithfully with him. Yeah, he did say that. But he didn't tell you to look for nobody with no money. That's why money is the rule of all evil. That's one example of why money is the rule of all evil. Because people would rather be with somebody with money who would treat them bad than somebody who doesn't have money who will give them the world. I mean, you look at certain things, like, I don't like to point out certain things, but look at the movie Pursuit of Happiness. Okay, he had a plan. Okay, the plan didn't work, but he never gave up in life. He never mistreated his wife. He was trying to be a good father to his son. It was hurting him that he couldn't get the money. But guess what? He stuck in there. And eventually he was able to get a job where he made good money, and he was able to tell the world his story through a movie. And certain stuff to me just don't make sense. You passing up on the one that could be for you because you sitting out here worrying about she, or whatever. They work at McDonald's, or they work at a job. They only make $10 an hour. They only make this amount of money or whatever. That just makes no sense to me. If you know a person is striving and being with God, you should understand that we're gonna be okay. Because God said we're gonna be okay. But people don't look at it like that. I don't know why people. Relationship is not about money. Do you need money to survive? Yes. I think people misunderstand when I say it's not about money. They think, oh, you saying you don't need it. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just something that you'll have to open your mind to what I'm saying. You can't be closed-minded to what I'm saying. But I guess I can't help you understand that, because I don't know. Sometimes everybody, has a different level of understanding. Sometimes I might not be delivering it in the right way. So I don't know. But relationship is not about money. It's just not when it comes to a marriage. Anybody who knows what a marriage is, whatever. Or, a lot of times you have things like people say, a lot of times I would say this is more so a case with women than men, in my experiences. He lived with his parents. And even dudes can say, oh, she lived with her parents. And what that mean? In the Bible, God said that when a man finds his wife, he's to leave his father and mother and go pursue her. So if he ain't married, it ain't nothing wrong with him living with his parent. Even if he is, you don't know what's going on in his life, where he probably have to get himself together, or y'all probably, whatever. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with you as a human being. I just don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't. Like people, and it just makes no sense to me at all. Like everybody always want to say they believe in God, but when you start throwing facts at them about God, which they know, or when you start throwing right and wrong at them, they want to say, "Oh well, no. It's just what I want to do." Okay, just know one thing. You saying you believe in God, that means you should understand that you're wrong. Some people not gonna think they're wrong because some people don't believe in God. Don't mean that they not. Everybody has their own faith, but don't sit here and when I give you the statement of, okay, God said you're not supposed to leave your parents until you find a wife or a husband, whatever. Don't sit here and throw at me, oh well, try to come up with an excuse because I just gave you that there's nothing wrong with a person living with their parents. I just gave you that. Okay, so if you believe in God, then you should understand that it ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, just get that straight, and let's get another thing straight. In certain environments in the world, different countries and stuff like that, people allow their kids or their children to live with them because they want them to be comfortable. Allow them to, okay, live with me, get yourself together because I don't want you to be out there and be struggling. I'm saying we live in this whole environment of, oh, you're not paying bills, this is that you're not grown. That don't mean you know how to be a responsible individual. Because be honest, being a responsible individual is you staying out of trouble. You understanding, what God is, and you have your faith, and you trying to walk that path. This is what being responsible is. Responsibility is not about money. People think it is. Decision making is a responsibility. Like everything, when you wake up and you do stuff, that's a responsibility. You have a responsibility every day you wake up. You might not have no kids. You might not have, you might not be married, or you might, you don't have probably the same amount or the same kind of responsibility as other people, but you have a responsibility in life. People don't understand that. People just think, oh, that person don't have no responsibility because it's that. That's false. That's a false statement. It's not true. Okay, like people say they wouldn't date somebody without a car. Okay, so you telling me if I go out here right now and I wreck my car and, if something go wrong, I'll be like, man, I don't have a car right now. And I meet a female and I ask her out and I'll be like, hey, I don't have a car right now. I'm kind of experiencing some trouble, or even if I just say, well, can you pick me up? I don't have a car. It shouldn't have to be, she shouldn't say, oh no, I'm not going out with him. He ain't got no car. You don't know what happened. Okay, and number one, even if that person, or and I ain't trying to be sexist or whatever, but whatever the case may be, just because that person don't have a car, what does that mean? I don't get it. It has nothing to do with who they are as a person, because you don't understand what people go through. A lot of times I don't get it, but I'm telling you, people miss out on the one because the stuff we look at with people. You gotta think how America is. The programming of this is what a wrong person is. It's just it's just false. It's just a false statement. Like I don't get that. Another thing is age. People look at age like, oh, you can't date a person at this age just that because they're not gonna be mature enough. How do you first of all, let's get one thing straight. Age ain't got nothing to do with maturity. Nothing. Okay? Because there's people who and I think what people misconstrue is they think, oh, a person who's older, they have more experiences. Possibly. It depends. Everybody have different experiences in life. Some people don't do a lot in life. So, everybody have their different amount of experiences. There's no such thing to say just because a person is older that they have more experiences than you. Possibility, are they going to have more experiences than you? Most likely, probably so. But that does not mean that their mindset is going to mature them. That don't mean that they're going to mature through their experience. And the thing about experiences, it don't have to be something they experience. It can be something they see. Because let's give you one thing straight. You don't have to experience something to mature off of it. You can see other people. Because that's really, if you want the truth, that's really how you should mature. You should see and be like, okay, you know what? I seen how that go. I shouldn't do that. People think, oh, the mistakes I made, that matured me. No, you should have seen when somebody else did it and you should just know not to do it. If you really want to be smarter than that. And some people know certain stuff that they shouldn't do, but they do it because they just be like, and everybody want to hit that old thing. Oh, I done this, that, and this, that, and all this. That age don't got nothing to do with maturity. Okay, I ain't saying date nobody illegal or nobody that's not an adult, but That's what I'm saying. But Asia that's not gonna have anything to do with the one for you. I ain't really. I don't want to get too much more into it or whatever. Okay, another thing I hear. This person told me, and I've heard this several times. You ask somebody, oh, so what happened with this person? Or they like me too much. Excuse what? They like me too much. What do you mean by that? They treated you nicely. They was respectful. They was texting you every day. You know, they was calling you every day. They wanted to see you a lot. That's liking you too much. I thought you said you wanted to be with somebody. I mean, I just don't understand that. You want to be with somebody. Everybody, I would think, would want to be with somebody who thinks the world of them. That's how you know that that person is the one for you, because they think you're the best thing walking. So they like you too much. I don't get it. I think the only time that makes sense to me is when you saying somebody like you, not too much, but they want to be with me and I don't want to be with them. So when you're talking about two people who want to be in a relationship and they're dating, if you only dating this person and you want to be in a relationship or you working towards a relationship with them, there's no possible way that they can like you too much. They can do things that are what you say, okay, this person might have some characteristic issues, but they can't like you too much. Because let's get one thing straight, how much they like you is in their mind. And they might not even like you as much as you think they do just because they're doing a certain thing that just could be who they are as a person. I think that's misconstrued too. Just because a person is nice to you or, do things for you, that doesn't mean that they like you too much. That just could be who they are. That's how they are. I like to do this with people. And I just don't understand that whole they like you too much thing. I'm never in my life this is me personally, I've never met no female and I thought she liked me too much. Ever. Never in my life have I thought that. I ain't never thought that. I've met people that I didn't like that, or that we wasn't on the same page. I didn't like them in that way. I was like, man, I don't really like her like that. But I never said, a person that I'm dating, that I'm really interested in, I never have said they like me too much. Makes no sense. The person that adore you, most likely that's the one for you. I'm telling you that right now. The person that adores you, think the world of you, but you're missing out on them because you thinking that they like you too much. You want to be with somebody who like you a little bit less than them. Think about what you saying. I don't want to be with nobody who like me. I want this person because this person like me less than this person. How does that make sense? It doesn't. It doesn't. We choose. I ain't gonna say animal. Like I said, when I say we, I ain't talking about everybody. A lot of times, like people choose to. How does it make sense to be with somebody? It's a person who adore you and a person who just they cool. It is what it is. I like them a little bit, but you're gonna be with the person who like you a little bit instead of the person who adores you. I mean, which one is better treatment? Which one has you as their priority more? Who think about you more? Who, I just don't get that. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me at all. And just in life, man, we miss out on the one. I don't mean everybody, but people miss out on the one because of it's just certain things we programmed to believe that it just makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all. It doesn't. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. I wasn't gonna say that, but I'm gonna give you an example. Because I had put this question on Facebook one time. I said, if a person like say you meet a person out in public, you tell them your name, they go find you. They don't really know you. Y'all never talk again, but they remember your name, find you on Facebook, try to talk to you because they was that interested in you when they met you. Would you respond? Most people, they are like, she crazy. How? It's an interest in you. They probably think something about you. They probably think oh man, this person right here seems like a very special person. I want to really get to know them. But if you meet a celebrity, I ain't gonna give no names, but if you meet a celebrity out, and you tell them your name and they find you, you gonna add them because they're a celebrity. I'm not saying everybody's gonna add them, but you know what people know what I'm trying to say. Makes no sense. That celebrity not crazy though. Makes no sense. This is where we live in. Makes no sense at all. That we have certain things that we believe. And people can't be straight up honest about certain things. You can't just do certain things because people think it's crazy. Anybody who know me know I'm gonna do what I want to do regardless. Everybody already think I'm crazy anyway, so it don't bother me. Like being yourself, you shouldn't. It's just sad that people have to beat around the bush and beat around certain things because doing certain things is perceived as crazy. And then you hear this word that I don't understand. This person is a creep. I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means because when that word came about, I don't know what that means. But it's just I mentioned I'm the one for you because of little things. Oh, this person thirsty. Yeah, everybody is. We all get thirsty. We all get thirsty. Okay, it's a desire. Nobody wants to be alone. Talking about thirsty makes no sense. And we like to glorify and make fun of certain stuff because a person try to talk to you about they thirsty. What are you talking about? Of course they thirsty. They ain't had nothing to drink. They thirsty. Yes, they want you. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Yeah, man. Stop when it comes to just trying to help people, man. When it comes to finding the one for you, man, it doesn't matter how you meet them. The way you meet them, it shouldn't matter. There's certain stuff that just shouldn't matter because you're not talking about characteristic issues. You're talking about little small things that makes no sense at all. So, the one for you, if you want the truth from me, my faith is it's going to be about their relationship with God, man. You want the truth. And it's going to be that simple. If they trying to follow God and that's where their heart is, that's what they desire to do, that's it. That's the one for you. And you physically attracted to them, that's the one for you. To me, it's just that simple. The person, popularity gets people too. Oh, this person look popular. They got this type of image, stuff like that. Just certain stuff, man. To me, it shouldn't matter. And it's a lot of different examples I can give you, but I hope that the examples I gave you will help you understand that certain things you can come across that, that really shouldn't even matter because this person treat me right. This person is a good person right here. This person treat me right. They trying to get with God. I'm physically attracted to them. We enjoy being around each other. They know how to they know how to treat me. They think I'm great for them. This is that or whatever. A lot of times a relationship is about you doing for the other person. That's what a relationship is about. When you get in a relationship, it's about what can I do to make you happy. If both people are doing that, you don't have no problem in that relationship. You following God, you doing that, you don't have no problem in that relationship. Don't stop looking at relationships as if what can a person do for you. I'm looking at it like that. Sometimes when you're looking for somebody to be with, and you say, man, this person is a great person. I just want to love them, Not in a way of I want to change they wrongdoing or we match wrongdoing wise, so let's be together. How you gonna fix that? And nobody's striving to fix that. You just got two people that think that their sins is okay. Ain't nobody in the relationship to say, you know what, we shouldn't do this. We shouldn't do that. We have to change this and that. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Y'all have a good one, man. If y'all have anything you want to say, disagree with, or whatever, leave your comments, whatever. Appreciate you watching. If you watch, holla at me.